Hey, what's up, YouTube? So I have this Waterbury clock. It's made by the Waterbury Clock Company. They were out of Waterbury, Connecticut, who coincidentally went on to become Timex. Um, Very cool old Mantle clock. I found this at a estate sale, and admittedly, when I first saw it, the wood looked so nice that I thought it was veneer, but that's actually, I believe it's walnut. Um, Really old clock, and it's got this really cool design on the front of it. It's actually two glass panes. One's the top pane, and then one's the lower pane, and that's actually painted on. Um, the paint is coming up, or over what 140 years has came off a bit, as you can see on the back side. I thought about taking some black paint and touching it up, but I'm leaving it the hell alone because I'm not that good. The clock face is in absolutely gorgeous condition, as you can see. I'm assuming that's original. It's just like a sheet of metal. I've seen other people describe it as like metal porcelain mix. I don't know. But it's not all scratched up like I've seen some others. Very cool old clock. It's a pendulum. Ooh, I was gonna grab a flashlight and show you the decor on the inside. Here's a flashlight. Hang on. Not the decor, but the paper and the inside. You can see back here, it tells you about the Waterbury Clock Company. And when I opened this up and looked in here, it just reminds me of like the Old West. Waterbury Clock Company, 8-day and 30 hour. This is a 30-hour clock. Brass clock and timepieces, blah blah blah. It just tells you about the Waterbury Clock Company. But they're out of Waterbury, Connecticut. Very, very cool old timepiece. And I'm gonna actually make it ring for you. I thought it was kind of funny, because I've never heard a clock chime or gong, if you will, so quickly. It's really fast. So I'm going to turn it around to the 9 o'clock hour. Usually it's a little bit slower than that on a lot of the clocks I've seen, and I found it funny how quickly it gongs. I got the old key for it. I don't know if this is original. I mean, but that's the key that I got with it. But it's a really cool piece. It's in excellent condition. I did note that, well, the glass is wavy. You know how like old glass gets wavy? So I would guess that this is the original piece of glass, because it's got that wavy look in some spots. I was looking at it last night. But it is in really good shape. Couple nicks up here, like a nick right there, and back here. It runs a little fast, and I've worked on other old clocks before, but I didn't want to mess with this one. I was going to pull the face off and see if I can adjust the timing, because it runs a little bit fast. I think I set it over 12 hours. I think I was off by like 20 minutes or something like that. There's the back of it. It's just an old weathered piece of wood. I couldn't see a timestamp on here, but I was looking. Oh, by golly. It does say something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it. But anyways, I do see like a. I don't know if you can see that. There's an inscription right there. Says something. I did look up Waterbury Clock Company and a lot of other of these clocks. These were produced between 1854 and 1881, apparently. The back of the clock, it doesn't come off because the gears are actually affixed to this board back here, and it looks like it's all nailed up through here and glued. And then I'm going to show you the bottom of it. There's the bottom. And it's just a really cool piece. I mean, it's not beautiful in any shape or form, as far as like, you know, like gorgeous looking. It's rather, if you will, crude. It's just a rectangular box. I saw some glue, and it looks like, you know, like really old glue down here and here. It's just a box, you know. It's not like a very ornate piece, if you will, but it's really old, and it still works really good. And I know this piece of glass down here is a little bit loose. It's nailed in. Well, it's got a nail here and a nail up there. But old glass like that makes me nervous. Yeah, it's a little. Just a really cool find of mine. I thought I was really happy when I found this. Very beautiful old timepiece. It just, I don't know, it reminds me of like it is from the 1800s, but it reminds me of the Wild Wild West, you know, and this really cool, beautiful, heart-shaped, you know, painting. That is really cool too. Just gorgeous. I mean, like I said, it's not ornate. It's very just square, prim and proper, but wow, it's literally like my time machine. I had a Seth Thomas from 1924, and I thought that was cool. It was made out of mahogany. It was a Mantle clock. I thought that was pretty cool, and I also had an old Seth Thomas school clock. It was kind of like a banjo clock. That one was really old too. I believe that was from the early 1900s. But this is going way back. This is the oldest clock I have yet ever had. That's all I got, YouTube. I hope you enjoy this. I know I certainly did. There are probably not too many of these left around. I've seen a few out there. The ones that I've seen had like were like painted gold on the trim on the outside, but the same shape and gold on the outside, and some had more ornate, like face plates, if you will. This is rather plain. I haven't seen this type of design down here, but I've seen the two-piece, the glass up here and the glass down here design. That's not this clock, it's a different clock of mine. Anyways, YouTube, peace out. Have a good night. See ya.